Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Match Reaction. Newcastle 2, Chelsea 0 at St James's Park. Make sure you smash the likes up, subscribe if you're new around here, and as always, leave your thoughts in the comments below. And what a long day that was. Left my house at 6 a.m. this morning, got back about 9:30 p.m. And yeah, once again, ticking off the annual St James's Park loss, which is what Chelsea seem to do. We never seem to win at that ground. And this game, truth be told, was really a game of two halves. The first half was diabolical. And to be honest, three things I feel lost us that game. One, the Jackson red card, which I'll get onto. Secondly, in that first half, the players were just absolutely miles off it. That first 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, awful. Newcastle blew us out of the water. That early goal, their press was unreal. They were carving through us for fun, creating opportunities. And then the other thing which ruined the game for us is, why were we constantly going long every single time we had the ball? It's not only was it stupid, because obviously playing into Newcastle's hands with the likes of Dan Burn and Botman and Cher at the back who are good in the air, and we're playing long to Nicolas Jackson, who is not good in the air, against a Botman or a Burn. What are we expecting? What are we expecting to happen? You know, the goal that we concede is so poor. It's so poor. Lavia gives it away in a really dangerous area. Chalobah's not particularly good for the goal. The defending at the back stick's terrible, and then Tonali bundles it in. And the one thing you do not want to do at St James's Park is concede an early goal, give the fans something to feed off. And from that point on, it was very difficult for us to get any sort of foothold in the game in that first half. The Jackson red card is just complete and utter stupidity and idiocy. There's nothing else that could be said about it. I'm not going to personally abuse him, because that's not the right thing to do, but it's pure stupidity. He acted like an absolute idiot. He let his teammates down, he let the fans down, and he let the club down. And not only did he cost us today, he also has cost us for the rest of the season, because we now have no centre forward for Man United at home. We have no centre forward for, obviously, Forest away on the final day. Young players make mistakes. Players make mistakes. Players do stupid things. Players, get carried away. Players misjudge things. Okay, it happens. It's football. It happens in life. We make mistakes. We get things wrong. The most important thing is that he learns from it and that he doesn't repeat the mistake. I don't see any benefit in there being a mass pile-on Jackson. This is a young, inexperienced player, has had his struggles this season. Why would you just tear down one of your own? Absolutely deserves to be criticised for that red card. Disgrace, shambolic, whatever you want to call it. It's done now. We move on and we deal with it. There's no point having any lingering hate over this. We're not going to see Jackson until next season now. Or maybe he'll obviously play in the Conference League final. He made a mistake. Cost the team big time. It was stupid. That's it for me. Done and dusted. We know we need someone better. We know that Jackson should be a squad rotation player. We know we need a striker. We know all these things. There's no point going over it. But the funny thing is, we're actually way better with 10 men. And that's the positives that I took from today. Maresca made a change at halftime. Reece James coming on for Noni. And that made a big difference. The substitutions made a change. And we switched it up tactically, and we were the better team in the second half. We were all over Newcastle. We looked dangerous going forward. We looked a threat. But the problem is we lacked cutting edge in the final third. I thought Neto had a very good game. I thought Palmer was growing into the game in that second half. I thought we defended well, particularly second half. I felt Chalobah and Colwell were very good. Reece was good when he came on. So there were positives. And that fight and that desire that we showed in the second half, we upped our levels. We got stuck in. And we played very well against Newcastle with 10 men. Obviously, we concede that goal at the end. It's Bruno Guimaraes. It loops up, I think, of Gusto and over Sanchez into the top corner. At the end of the day, if you lose 1-0 or you lose 2-0, it's irrelevant. You still lost. The only good thing, really, and I said it yesterday on the show, guys, we needed 2 wins from 3 games. Okay, we needed 2 wins from 3 games. And that's still the case. We're in a position where we could afford to lose 1 game. The situation remains the same, guys. 2 wins from the last 2 games are required. That's it. That's it. Yes, we missed a big opportunity today. We could have gone third. We could have jumped Man City, and we could have gone 2 points behind Arsenal with how that game with Liverpool panned out. But it wasn't to be. Obviously, Aston Villa have moved level with us now. Leicester done us a massive favour by getting a point at Forest. Means we're a point ahead of Forest now, and our goal difference is 7 better than theirs. So I think you can probably rule Nottingham Forest out of the race for the Champions League. But any slip-ups, and Villa could potentially leapfrog us, and that is the worry. But also a worry as well is that, look, Chelsea fans were feeling confident today, guys, going up to St James's Park. We'd won our last 3 on the spin in the league, and we were doing well, and there's a bit of a turnaround, a bit more confidence. I never felt we were going to go there and win, but I genuinely felt we could go there and get something. But what is a big concern is our away form. And I'm just going to read this out here, guys. Chelsea have lost 6 of their last 9 away games in the Premier League. 1 win and 2 draws. Since Christmas Day, only Leicester and Southampton, both 4, have picked up fewer away points in the league than us with 5. The away form is a huge, huge problem, guys. Huge problem. And once again, another big away game goes by where we cannot get a result. We have not won at a Liverpool, an Arsenal, a City, a Villa in the league or whatever since 22-23 season, I think, when Lukaku and Reece James scored at the Emirates right after the season we won the Champions League. That's not good enough. The away form is a major, major concern. You're not going to get Champions League football. You're not going to challenge for major trophies. You're not going to move yourself up the league into potential title contenders if you cannot win big games away from home. And that is a massive problem. Is it a mentality issue? Is it a lack of leadership issue? You know, what is it? But it's a major, major concern. And look, it was a costly defeat today. There's no doubt about it. But it is still in our hands. And you know what? We've been saying it so many times over this season, over the last couple of seasons. Today's defeat was summed up by immaturity, Nicolas Jackson, and a complete lack of leadership on the pitch. How many times have we cited immaturity and a lack of leadership for our problems? And yet it continues to cause us issues. And yet window after window, we continue to neglect that problem. It's unforgivable. Absolutely unforgivable. I think the game plan today, I'm not sure the manager got it right, to be perfectly honest. I really don't think the game plan was right from the gaffer. As I touched on earlier, that long ball going up with Sanchez to Jackson against Botman is a complete waste of time and utterly pointless. We were much better in the second half. And it's funny how we see that the less we play how Maresca wants to play, the better we are. The less of the ball we have, we look better. When we play on transition, we look much better instead of the slow build-up play. So yeah, it's all a little bit of a mess, really. But at the end of the day, it's still in our hands. We still control our destiny. Beat Man United, beat Nottingham Forest. Chelsea will play Champions League football next season. It's really as simple as that. So the equation's not really changed. Now, is this a hammer blow today? It's a blow for sure, but it's not a fatal blow. We've had a little in a box. Say we're in the boxing ring. The legs are wobbling. We've fallen down, but we've got back up. It's not the fatal blow. So we've got to hope that we can dig deep and find something. Man United are an absolute disgrace. They're 16th, 17th in the league. They're going to put out a B or C side. We should absolutely beat them. But again, we know what it we're like. Man United in the Premier League, we really, really struggle. And it looks like you're going to go to Nottingham Forest and probably on the final day of the season, providing Villa beat Spurs, we're going to need to go to Forest and win. That's big, big pressure. And this team has shown that they can't really step up under pressure when it's time to perform. So it's going to be a nervy couple of weeks, guys, a nervy couple of weeks, but 3 massive games left, 2 in the league, 1 in the Conference League. That's going to have a big bearing on whether this season's been a success or not. and what we're going to look like as a football club moving forwards. But guys, that's my thoughts on the game. A lot of positives to take, but ultimately the game was decided by fine margins, and we were on the wrong end of those fine margins. You can say maybe we deserved a point, but football's points aren't given out for deserving. Points are given out for doing. And we couldn't put the ball in the back of the net, which is the most important thing to do. But yeah, guys, smash the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Man United on Friday, must win after the Champions League is done. Up the Chelsea, and I'm out. Peace.